Well, good afternoon, fellow traders. Black Coffee Trader coming to you on a Tuesday, September the 17th. And it feels like a win right now. We ended up with one red account and a net red day. But I spent the day battling back from a horrifically bad morning. Very, very bad morning. To put this in perspective, this 150K account was down right at 600 at one point today, brought it all the way back to plus 21. So that's a big win. These two accounts, I think I only traded them one trade each or two trades, whatever. No, I don't think I had any losses. Those were just quick little wins, nothing major. Obviously not very much of, okay, right here, I think I took two trades because it says 12, and I usually traded these in a group of 6 micros. So two trades there, one trade there. In any case, at one point today, it was all red. Evals, everything was, it was completely red. Everything was red, and I had not traded these two accounts. This specific 50K, at one point today, I was down over 900. So it was quite an ordeal, quite a day, and honestly, I'm kind of happy to be at negative 500. So let me just walk you right through it. The big problem, the big issue, really, the biggest problem of today was I traded this morning chop right here on this 800 level. I traded that. We had some major moves this morning, some nasty moves. This was a bad pullback, just a nasty pullback. A lot of volume and a lot of volatility in the morning, and I knew better. I mean, I was sitting in there watching it, taking some trades, trading my evals, those 50K accounts I had yesterday that had such a good day on. They're gone. I took them out of here. So, I really would be red on the evals as well, because I forget how much I lost on those. Probably, I don't know, $1,500 each or something like that to blow them. But in any case, pretty sad about that. The one that I was up so good yesterday, I accidentally traded it. I thought I was trading my 150K evals, and I forgot to change the account setting, and I couldn't understand why the account didn't move. And then I realized that I was in with my 50K. And at that point, I was really down. And so I was like, well, I'm going to take one more trade and see if I can revive it or blow it. I went on with like 3 minis and ended up losing it. So it was ugly. It was very ugly this morning. Very, very ugly. And just note to self, I should stay out of that. I know better. But I couldn't help myself, and I got caught with my pants down. Let's put it that way. The other thing on whoops, I didn't mean to do that. That was around the 630s. The other thing is I took a couple of gold trades this morning with the 150K funded account right here. I took a couple gold trades this morning in the early morning session, looking for a breakdown that never happened, and ended the start of the day with like a $300 loss on those accounts, or on that account, and it just went from bad to worse. This is the trade. So after the first 4 or 5 trades of the day, I was down about 600. And then I finally started making it back right in here in the afternoon when we started bouncing off this level. I just went in with about 6 to 9 micros and just worked my way back out of it, and finally got the account back to green. So honestly, I'm pretty happy with that. It's a pretty big win in itself, is just to get that account back to green. So that's a win. And the other two accounts, I just took a couple trades. This one here, all over the place. I was down in the morning. Let's grab account 60. Here you can see this morning session. I kept trading it and I kept losing. $240 loser off the rip, $12 winner, $93 loser. $12 loser, and then I had a $240 loser and another $240. This one was really bad, and I was over my limit. I have my limit set at 350, so I hit it and I kept going. So that was my undoing. But this one really hurt. This trade right here just completely got faked out on that move. I thought we were going to bounce, and we didn't. I should have been more patient. I really should have. And then this one here was really frustrating. I entered this trade right here with 9 No, I entered it. Yeah, I entered it here with 9 contracts, I believe, 9 micros. I hit my first 2 profit targets, 60, and I had moved this one up, so I had 160 on the trade, and I had two micros left. So I had those up here somewhere, and then I got the bright idea somewhere over here that I was going to add, and so I added 2 micros, and I had my stop. I think the entry was right here. I had my stop sitting right here, or my last contract, or 1 or 2 contracts whatever I had left. I had that in profit. So if I would have stopped out, I would have had like $20 in profit. And I was just going to hold. I think I had the one like maybe right here and the other one all the way up here. And I said, I don't care if it takes the rest of the day if it gets there. And it didn't. Actually would have gotten close here. But in either case, I was content with just letting it ride. And I got the stupid notion that on this pullback, I'm just going to add. And wouldn't you know it, I set the stop on the add to the stop that I originally had, which was in profit. But because of the addition, that ended up stopping me out to the tick there at 94.50. So I lost an additional 100 on that trade by adding, which I was pretty frustrated about. So take away that and take away this trade, which I really feel like I shouldn't have taken. That's $350. Now we're down to, well, about where our stop is, and we'd have had, a lot less of a red day. So it was just one of those days. And again, I really had to work my way back. I mean, this account here was over 900 in the red when we are at this point, and finally worked it back. I mean, I was like, why am I shouldn't really keep trading this, because it's going to go from bad to worse. And when I entered this trade, caught a nice little winner here, and then I re-entered and immediately caught profit. And I had told myself, if this thing dips anything, I'm just going to kill it. I'm not going to risk having any kind of a big loss. I'm just going to try it and see if I can make it work. And thank goodness it did. And we ended up with less of a red day on that account. The 150Ks, I did quite well with those. I didn't trade those at all until after this morning session was completely over. I didn't trade those at all until somewhere in the afternoon here, and did okay with them. I think at one point I had them up to 1,000, and then it had one $500 losing trade on 3 minis. But yeah, tough day. Kind of cliche, because yesterday in the video I mentioned, be careful because this market is a little bit crazy, and here I go today and take a big old L. So go figure. So, but yeah, the rest of I took a couple trades here on the 57 account, just small wins on ES. I did not trade the Dow. I did take a trade then in the afternoon with this account, this 60 account right here, a really, really nice winning trade. I held that trade for quite a while, about 40 minutes, but a really nice winning trade on gold. I was pretty happy with that. I think that may have been, no, that wasn't the last trade. It was one of the last trades, but no, that was the last trade I took on that account. So, but in any case, so where do we go from here? Looking at the market, we're still kind of bouncing in this range between the 800s and the 600s, if you will, 19.6 to 18,000, or 19.8s, I should say. So I do think, here's just, what I've been looking at. Everybody's talking about the rate cuts tomorrow being 25 basis points to 50 basis points. I think the market is going to like that. I really do. I could be wrong. I'll go out on a limb and make a prediction, and then who knows, this thing will tank and I'll be wrong, and that's okay. But I think the market is going to rally around that. I do believe so. I'm not sure what gold is going to do. I think if we get a 50 basis point, we might see gold pull back. I don't know, but that's kind of my gut feeling. And again, the markets, the reason I say that is, if the Fed is going to cut interest rates, then the likelihood of the economy, that they're cutting rates to help boost the economy. And so the economy, people are going to be spending, and I think the market's going to react to that. Like, okay, we're probably going to see an uptrend in the economy, more borrowing, so on and so forth. And I think that's going to move this. And especially with the ES being at the all-time highs and the Dow making new highs again today, breaking the highs it made yesterday. So I think this is really poised for a big move, possibly on the FOMC statement, the rate cuts, etc. That's my 2 cents. I'll go out on a limb and share that, and if I'm wrong, I'll eat crow. So we shall see. The only sad thing is I'm not going to be trading it, because I may trade a little bit in the morning tomorrow. If I'm lucky, I get to trade a little bit in the morning. I've got obligations for the next couple of days. It's going to keep me pretty busy, so I'm not going to trade at all on Thursday, I don't think, and I might trade tomorrow. So I'm not going to have another update for you guys until Friday. So that is that. Hopefully, I guess we'll come back and we'll see what this market has done, and then we'll make some adjustments on Friday. Let's take a look at TradeZella. We haven't looked at that today. The win rate today was still decent, 55%, which is, 55, 60 is usually where I sit at, 65 sometimes. And again, just, I didn't take that many trades, but I got into some bad trades and I made some mistakes and it hurt me. I did on my note, you can kind of see, we were red all day. And the worst we were down cumulatively was 1,000 on the funded accounts. And that was because by the time I had this one down as far as I did, I had this one back out of the hole it was in. So the net amount at any point in time was never too much more than 1,000, even though this account at one point in the day was over 900 red, and this account was right at 600 red at one point. So, but on the note, one of the things I wrote down was high volume and volatility and not clean on the levels. Yuck. Note to self, stay out of that. That was the big mistake for me today, was trading that morning session. So anyway, live and learn. Again, we're not in a bad shape for the week. We're down 200. So again, I may take some trades in the morning. We'll see if I have any setups before I have to run. And then I will be back at it again on Friday. And hopefully between tomorrow morning, provided I trade, and Friday, hopefully we can make a couple $100 and at least get the week into break even. I'd be happy with a break even week. If we can get to green, that would be an even bigger win. So there you have it. That's kind of the wrap for me today. Definitely working my butt off to get myself out of what was a very bad red day. So don't forget, the Apex sale is still going on. We got a week and a half, 2 weeks left on that, so we're in good shape. I still haven't had any word that the take profit sale is ending, so that's still running. And again, I want to just say thank you for using code BCT. If you're new, code BCT gets you the best deal with Apex and Take Profit Trader, and that does help me out, help support the channel, and I thank you for using my code. Appreciate that very much. If you're new here, feel free to like and subscribe, and if you like the content, please hit the like button. That helps the algorithms, helps move the needle a little bit, and I appreciate that. Also, shout out to new subscribers. Seeing we had a couple more, and maybe a little bit of a challenge. Hopefully we can get to 300. That would be cool. Be cool to get to 300 by the weekend. So maybe by the time I come back on Friday, we'll be right around that 300 marker. I think I'm at 288 right now. So again, I have a very small channel. This is not anything big by any means, but it is kind of cool to see it grow. Been doing this for pretty much a year now. Actually, I think I started this channel in October of last year. So day to day, just taking you along on the journey. I feel kind of sad that I haven't had a payout since like March, but January, February, March were really good, and then the rest of the year has been a struggle. But we keep at it and we keep working and try to improve. So, all right, I'll leave you with that. Have a good day tomorrow. Take care. Be careful. Trade FOMC well. Be careful of the chop and this crazy market we're in, and let's make some money for the rest of the week. So, have a good couple of days, and I'll try to have another update for you on Friday afternoon. Take care, and so long.